Hey everyone, Bricklayer Bricks here again. I apologize for the quality of this video, it's a bit impromptu, but basically I went to Target today and they finally had the Razor Crest microfighters in stock, so I snagged 3 of them, took them home, and I was able to finally build this Mandalorian N1 Starfighter that I designed about 2 weeks ago after seeing it for the first time on the Book of Boba Fett. If you remember last week I had posted a video saying I wasn't sure about putting out instructions because I hadn't tested it yet, but now that I've been able to build it, I'm happy to say it's pretty sturdy. I'm happy with how it is and I feel good about releasing it out to you guys to build. This video is not going to be like an in-depth look at the build or anything like that. I just wanted to get it out there before the season finale of Book of Boba Fett, but there are a few little things I wanted to go over. First of all, you'll notice that the windscreen I'm using here is not the actual windscreen in the instructions. That's because I do not actually have that rounded windscreen. The round one I have in the instructions is what I would recommend, but you are certainly free to, take whatever you have and come up with your own. It just might require some extra modification of the rest of the ship. And of course, none of those windscreen pieces come in the Razor Crest set, so that's something you're going to have to buy extra, along with these 3 antenna parts. Now I just took those from the 501st Battle Pack set. That's a good place to grab them from if you have those sets, or really you can use any antenna or bar piece, but again, the windscreen pieces and the bar pieces are not included in the Razor Crest set, so you're going to have to buy your own or find your own to use from your existing parts that you already have. The other main thing that I wanted to mention was the stud shooters or the cannons. So in the Razor Crest sets we get these square stud shooters, which I think are pretty new. They're not updated in the design software that I'm using, so you'll see in the instructions that the stud shooters on there are the older, rounder ones. Additionally, I included 2 more of the stud shooter pieces on the very bottom of the ship. That's not something we saw on the screen, but I just added them in there because they were extra. You can do that if you want, or leave them off, it's up to you. But I thought it was a nice little upgrade for Mando to have. And speaking of Mando, to fit him in here, you have to take his jetpack off because he has to recline a little bit, but there is a space behind him where you should be able to fit the jetpack and his blaster in sitting there just loosely. Now, one area I was concerned about was this little area behind him, these bricks with the studs on the side. I was not sure if they're going to work with the windscreen piece that I had planned for this, the rounded one, but it does work in the digital version, and it does work with this windscreen when I push it down. I was just afraid those studs were going to get in the way, so I'm pretty sure it should work, but if there is trouble with that, if anyone builds this with the rounded windscreen, please let me know. Now, the final thing that I wanted to mention was I had a good amount of parts left over, and I decided to do another little side build. Basically, I came up with this little forklift kind of thing. I envisioned Mando using it while he's repairing the ship. Like we saw on the show, it's got these 2 arms in front that can maybe lift up one of the engines to put it on, or do some other heavy lifting, that sort of thing. Now, again, like I said, this was a really impromptu video. I'm trying to get it out before the Book of Boba Fett finale. At some point when I get the actual windscreen piece in, I'm going to be making a more, cinematic and detailed video like I normally do with my builds. But for now, the instructions are available. You can just keep watching. They're the rest of this video, or if you'd rather have the PDF version, they're in the description. Also, real quick, I wanted to give a shout out to all the new subscribers I've gotten. Had a nice little review from Republic Studs and had some more folks coming over this way, which is really awesome. Thanks to him and thanks to you guys. Glad to have you here, and stay tuned because I've got awesome stuff coming up as always. Keep watching for the video version of the instructions, or hit the link in the description for the PDF download. That's all for me for now. I'll see you guys next time.